Hello everyone, my name is Garima Bothra and my topic for discussion today is Medical Termination of Pregnancy Amendment Bill 2020. So let's start with a little bit of history first. Before 1971, abortion was illegal in India. By IPC section 312, it criminalized intentionally causing miscarriage. However, this section was repealed by the introduction of Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act 1971. This act was again amended and it was passed by the Lok Sabha recently in March 2020. The new act aims to increase the termination of pregnancy period from 20 weeks to 24 weeks. The main purpose of this act is to make it easy for women to safely and lawfully terminate an unwanted pregnancy. Abortion is an important facet when it comes to women's rights on their own bodies and also important for their reproductive health. One of the main arguments put forward was about the places which provide informal and unsafe abortion, which often leads to the death of the mother. The extension of the limit would make the process easy for women, granting the mainstream medical system itself to take care of them by delivering quality medical attention to them. In the previous act, abortion was allowed first when the length of the pregnancy does not exceed 12 weeks. Second, when the length of the pregnancy exceeds 12 weeks but does not exceed 20 weeks. In this case, abortion will take place if not less than two registered medical practitioners are of the opinion that the continuance of pregnancy would involve a risk of life of the pregnant woman, her both physical and mental health, or there is a substantial risk to the child who was being to be born, that it would suffer some physical or mental abnormalities to be seriously handicapped. It did not permit termination of pregnancy after 20 weeks. It also stated that if a minor wants to terminate her pregnancy, she needs to have a written consent signed by her guardian. The new law excludes this provision. Coming to the new bill, first, it seeks to amend the 1971 Act. It states that one medical practitioner can also terminate pregnancy up to 20 weeks. There is no compulsory need for two medical practitioners to be present, but it requires two medical professionals for termination of pregnancy between 20 weeks to 24 weeks. The limit has also been enhanced for women who are rape victims and other women who are differently able. These are referred to as special category of women. It also includes a provision which states that women's name and other credentials should not be revealed other than to a person who is authorized by law or under any law which is in force at that time. So let's discuss why is this new bill important. The fetus abnormalities are usually determined after 20 weeks of pregnancy, which can again make a wanted pregnancy to become an unwanted one. Moreover, in some cases, there can also be a delay in fetus anomaly scan. As already mentioned before, it would help women belonging to special category, including minors and ill women. The bill also applies to unmarried women, which was not in the case before. It protects the rights of these women by letting them keep their privacy also. In an international aspect, 59 countries across the globe allow abortion, but only 7 of them allow after 20 weeks. The countries are Canada, China, the Netherlands, North Korea, Singapore, the United States, and the Vietnam. So let's come to the problems with the bill. The bill is in conflict with viability of fetus. It is a period after which fetus can live outside the womb. The current one is 28 weeks but can also sometimes be 24 weeks. The main problem here is with technology being an aid to medical practice, the period could also be extended. One of the main problem is it will increase the rate of female infanticides. It is not a hidden fact that male child is still preferred over female child in India. The bill provides more liberation for this. There is a negative and positive side to everything. But this doesn't mean that there should be nothing done about it. Like in this case, the bill has a lot of positive aspects as it helps in building the rights of women relating to their own bodies, but also has social problems. Therefore, the legislature must undertake certain specific norms to fight these problems and answer this problem, keeping in mind the Indian society's basic rights and technological developments. Thank you for watching.